Hey y'all, it's me back with another video. And Gizmo's here too, but Gizmo, you wanna say hi? Changing the channel on the TV. I have it muted so y'all can hear. You wanna say hi? He's so lazy. Like, I've never seen a dog this lazy before. Yes, I have. All small dogs are lazy. Here he is. All he wants to do is sit by me and go to sleep all day. Isn't he iconic? He's just living such an iconic life, doing nothing at all. Okay, go back to sleep, Puda. Okay, so someone asked me if I would do a video on how to set up an altar for Oshun. And I said, yeah, but I lied. I'm about to teach you how to do no altar for Oshun. If you're not recognizing your ancestors, do you have an ancestor altar set up? Because I'm being real. I'm being real. The Orishas, if you're not honoring your ancestors, the Orishas are going to revert you on back to your ancestors because you got to start from the beginning. How are you going to step over your Egon or your ancestors to honor the Orishas and you ain't even honored them yet? You got to honor the people that you come from before you can start honoring these Orishas and lifting up these Orishas that the majority you don't even know anything about. Y'all pick Oshun out of a hat because she's beautiful, she's glamorous. Beyonce. Oshun has all this, loving energy. But Oshun is not the only Orisha. She's not even the only female Orisha. There are other female Orishas. There are a lot of female Orishas and Loas and everything. So, no, I'm not going to teach you how to set up an Oshun altar. Sorry. But maybe later. But I will teach you how to set up an altar for your ancestors. Now, first step, get some pictures of your ancestors. And when I say pictures of your ancestors, I mean pictures of people who have passed away. Those are your ancestors. People that are in your lineage that are not here anymore. They have transitioned. They have crossed over. Now, these pictures should not contain any live people. So if your granny passed away and it's you and your granny in the picture, cut you out and just put granny on the altar. Now, I have pictures of my mom and dad on my ancestor altar. My mother was an extremely private person, so I cannot show you my altar because she don't want to have nothing to do with none of y'all. She don't want her face on the internet, and she done already told me this, and I'm not going against her wishes, even though she not here, and she been gone since 2011. I think so. I think she passed in 2011. So she been gone for a minute. I ain't about to be putting her plaster in her face and what my altar looks like all over the internet. But I'm going to tell y'all what it looked like. As a matter of fact, y'all know I'm an artist. So I'm going to draw it. I'm going to show you what to put. Now, I have a table. And my table is a little circle. It's one of those little cheap circle tables that came in a little box. I think I got it at Walmart, $10, something like that, small, so it fits like in a corner. Like you go up my stairs and it sits right there in the corner. So On that table, we have, let me show y'all the table. See the table? We have a glass candle. This is for my oshun, so ignore that. But we have a glass candle, white candle. And then we have a glass of water. What else? Oh, and then I have a bell. Sometimes a cup of coffee. And then all my pictures of my family members. And then some artifacts that were left behind, like I have a ring from my mom. I have the keys from my mom's old apartment. Sometimes cigarettes for my dad because he smoked. Every now and then I'll put a can of Coke. Not the drugs Coke, but a Coca-Cola because my dad loved Cokes. So your table is going to look something like that. That's all the pictures and all of the artifacts and stuff. So you light your little candle. Make sure that your water stays clean. So every couple of days you're dumping that water out and you're putting more water. You sit down with your egun or your ancestors every day. You light your candle and you just spend time with them. You know, you tell them that you miss them and you're hoping that things are better where they are. If you had ancestors that had issues while they, were here, you help them resolve those issues. You pray that those things are taken care of. If it's their birthday, you give them special, you give them something special, some cake or whatever. But you make sure that that food does not spoil on your altar. Like after a day or whatever, you can take that food down. And sometimes I put it in my backyard because, we have little random animals and they can go back there and eat it. Like if it's their birthday and you made a plate of food for your ancestors and put it on there, you can give it to the little random animals and let them eat it after you throw it away, because I don't like to just throw it away in the garbage. My mother used to love them red and white church peppermints. I keep some of those on the altar. And she used to love those bugles, those chips, bugles. She called them buglers. Sometimes if I at the dollar store and I see them, I buy some of those and, I'll put them on the altar. And, after a while, I don't open the bag. I just leave the bag. And after a while, we'll just take everything and discard it. Usually the candy and stuff, I'll take it to the crossroads and give it to Elegua and, tell him that I love him and it's from my ancestors. But if you're not honoring your ancestors, I will not teach you how to honor any Orishas. So hopefully it's made sense. If it didn't, well, let me know in the comments and I will clarify it for you. But water and a candle, some, nice smelling incense, perfume that your, if your mother has passed away or your grandmother and you was like really close to her, perfume that she might like, you might want to, spray it around your altar or leave it on the altar for them. Sometimes what is that stuff that I use? Florida water. And they have it at, sometimes Walgreens has it, or you can find it at like Botanica's. The Florida water smells so good. I will sprinkle it, around my ancestor altar. But just make sure you're keeping it clean. A table, white cloth, your candles and stuff. If your cloth gets dirty, take that off and wash it. And don't put your ancestor altar in your bedroom. You don't want your grandparents and your mom and your daddy to watch you having sex. If it's in your bedroom, put it in the closet. So, you know, because it's a sacred space and you want to treat it like it's sacred. Like, you ain't gonna go to your altar and light your candle, you naked, your bosoms all out. Like, you don't want your parents and grandparents and great great grandparents to see all that stuff. And if you don't have pictures of them, just write their name down on a nice piece of paper and put that, on your altar if you don't want people to come in and like, what is that? Because people have, maintenance people have came to my house and, looked at that and was like, what's going on here? And I told them, these are my ancestors and I honor them because they are no longer here. I'm not going to forget about my family just because they passed away. And I honor them, not just on their birthdays, but every day because I love them and they loved me. So, if you're not honoring your ancestors, I'm not going to teach you how to honor any Orisha. So, when you get your ancestors down packed, then you come back and say, okay, Mama Shauna, I done got my ancestors together. Can you teach me how to honor Oshun or whoever? Okay? Now, I love y'all. And I will talk to you guys later. Be good. It's the weekend. Don't be out here doing nothing that you ain't supposed to be doing. And if you got friends, y'all stick together and be friends for real. If you find out they ain't your real friends, drop them like a hot potato. Talk to you later. Bye.